BFree joins forces with Championship Wrestling to bring you the all-new Championship Wrestling podcast. And here's your host, Dustin Starr, featuring special guest,
BFree CBD,
founder of BFree CBD, Daryl Bird. Here we go!
Body aches gone, leg pain gone, back pain gone, relaxation on. BFree CBD, pain on, pain gone. BFree CBD.
Hey guys, it's episode 10 of the all-new Championship Wrestling podcast, presented by BFree CBD. Thank you for joining us again this week. Happy Monday, everybody. That's right, let's do it all over again. I am your host, Dustin Starr. Be sure to check out our friends at BFreeCBD.com, where you can save 20% on CBD every single day. I'm going to need you to take that subscribe button to Slap City wherever you're listening. Leave us a 5-star review and a couple places for you to follow. You can follow Championship Wrestling at CW30 Wrestling. Of course, I'm at Dustin Starr, and I need you to throw some love over to our partners at BFree CBD. That's the letter B, Free CBD. And I'll start right there with a big congratulations to our buddy Daryl Bird and his wife Charlotte Bird. That's another husband-wife business team just like myself and my Maria, but they are about to open their first location in Memphis. And they posted up a teaser picture and they're doing all the work on it right now. I'll keep you posted on that, but a big congratulations to Daryl and Charlotte for on the cusp of opening their first BFree CBD store. All right, there's a lot of wrestling that happened last week on Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what's coming up this week. I'm going to answer your questions in the mailbag, and then we're getting out of here, guys. Are you ready? Let's do this.
The Championship Wrestling Rewind is brought to you by BFree CBD.
Up first, I want to tell everybody thank you for coming out to our WWE Elimination Chamber watch party on Sunday out at Dave & Buster's. For those of you wondering and haven't been out to our Memphis Dave & Buster's for our pay-per-view watch parties, those of you wondering what's the catch, there is no catch. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is come out there. Now, if you want to eat or drink, you've got to pay for your food, but it's absolutely free to come out and watch. Thanks to everybody who came out, to AEW, it was packed, and also great house at the Elimination Chamber. WrestleMania is right around the corner, and it's going down at Dave & Buster's. It's going to be the biggest WrestleMania party in the city of Memphis, and you're invited absolutely free. Of course, there's going to be prizes and all sorts of stuff for the grandest stage of them all, and we want you to watch with us. Myself and my Maria, we're going to be there. But thanks, guys, for coming out to the Elimination Chamber watch party. It's always a good time. Then for a second, let me talk about Grind City Wrestling. That's at grindcitymedia.com/podcasts. This week, our special guest was the librarian, Peter Avalon, who's going to be in action on April 25th at AutoZone Park in Memphis, Tennessee. And here's a little quick snippet of what he had to say about the event.
Peter, do you understand that Dustin is booking himself on top on this show?
That's not true.
Well, hold on.
Against my man's Ray Rosas? I don't know about that one, man. Ray Rosas is a beast.
Ray Rosas might be a beast, but he made the one mistake that you never ever make, and that's putting your hands on another man's wife. And he put his hands on my Maria, and so he's gonna have to deal with that. But not just that, man.
Yeah, he does.
You're gonna be out here on April 25th. You, along with Marco Stunt and several others. You get your tickets now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Is there anything you want to send out to the Memphis audience?
I'm thrilled to see everybody in April, and please be quiet. Thank you.
It's always fun catching up with Peter Avalon. Can't wait to see him out at AutoZone Park on April 25th. Again, those tickets you can get at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. If you pick up a VIP ticket, you get yourself a ringside seat, and you get to meet Peter Avalon along with all the other wrestlers and superstars that are going to be there in action. Now let's go back to last Saturday, my favorite part of Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. Man, it was tough because it was another really, really good episode. And not only, being the host and all that good stuff, but I've actually become a really big fan of the program. So I like when, all this action-packed, non-stop, unpredictability takes place. And so, man, this story had been told for a really long time. Other than myself getting the match I want against Ray Rosas last Saturday. Thanks, Nico Marquez, by the way. My favorite part of the show was Ray Rosas versus Jordan Clearwater in the Dave & Buster's main event. You had the finals on the line for the PP3. You have revenge on the line for Jordan Clearwater because this is mentor versus mentee. And last year, you guys would remember that Ray Rosas was on a terrible losing streak. Then he turned his back on Jordan Clearwater, punched him right in the face. And these guys just haven't had their singles match. They haven't had that big blow-off match just yet. But then fast forward all these months where Ray Rosas is on absolute fire and Jordan Clearwater's on a losing streak. And then you get them in the Dave & Buster's main event with a shot at the finals on the line. That was just really cool. Ray Rosas, he's going on to the finals against Anthony Idol. You're going to see that on the PP3 Finals Part 2. And needless to say, I'm definitely rooting for Anthony Idol. But if Ray Rosas does win the cup, maybe he'll bring that and put it on the line in Memphis. Who knows? But speaking of mentors and mentees, there's another cool thing that we've got going on. Nerd 901 is teaming up with Championship Wrestling, myself, my Maria, and David, to benefit Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Mid-South. It was announced on Saturday, and we are so excited. No matter where you're listening in the world, you could be in California. I know there are people that watch from Brazil. Wherever you are, you can help us out. So it's going to be on March 20th. That's Friday, 8 p.m. Central to midnight. It's going to be at twitch.tv/nerd901. Any amount of money that you donate is going to help send a mentor and a mentee to our Championship Wrestling birthday bash. It's going to be a big experience that these kids are absolutely going to love, and we need your help. That's on March 20th. Shout out to Nick, Adam, Katie, the whole crew at Nerd 901. Myself and my Maria are really excited about it. And this time, they're going to be streaming live playing board games. So we're going to have more information as it develops, but we're super excited about that and hope that you guys join us. Once again, that's twitch.tv/nerd901. And to learn more, go ahead and follow Nerd901 at Nerd901. Duh.
The Championship Wrestling Lookout is brought to you by BFree CBD.
Be sure to follow me at Dustin Starr to see exactly where I'm going to be all week long. It's going to be super busy. We have Read to Achieve, Memphis Grizzlies game at FedEx Forum, and of course the Grind City Wrestling podcast. You can catch that on Thursday mornings at grindcitymedia.com/podcasts. But next Saturday, it's part 1 of the PP3 Finals blockbuster, and you know when Championship Wrestling does blockbusters, they are full of main event caliber matches. Check out the lineup. Jordan Clearwater, who was so close to advancing to the finals last week. He's going to go head-to-head with the NWA television champion, Outlandish Zicky Dice. And if you're not familiar with Outlandish Zicky Dice, man, you need to go on the internet and check this guy out. He is killing it right now. He's the NWA television champion, and he's going to be on Championship Wrestling this Saturday. Also, match number 3 in the Best of 7 series from Houston Body. It's Heather Monroe versus Lacey Ryan. And every single week, you just wonder what kind of crazy stipulation Houston Body's going to come up with. Have no idea. Tune in Saturday. And then, in the main event, what about this big, huge tag team match, man? 2 of the best. Vermin, Johnny Yuma, and Kevin Martinson. Tag team warfare against the Wolf Zaddies. Bad Dude Tito and Che Cabrera are probably my most favorite tag team right now. They're 5-0, absolutely undefeated since Che Cabrera took off the mask. You know, he's formerly Rogelio. No spoilers here, but I'm going to tell you, keep an eye on the main event.
It's time for this week's mailbag. Guys, we've got letters.
More fun questions this week in the mailbag. If you ever want me to answer your question, just shoot it to me, man. At Dustin Starr. Each Friday, usually it's on Friday, I'll post on my story at Dustin Starr the opportunity for you guys to ask your questions, and that's when you take your shot, man. So up first, who takes longer to get ready? Ha ha ha. You or Maria? Come on, man. One thing that you guys think is that it takes me a long time to get ready and to do my hair, and it takes no time at all, man. So it's definitely Maria takes a lot longer to get ready than I do. But when you're as pretty as she is, you can take as long as you want. Next question. What motivated you to become a professional wrestler? Man, if I had $1 every time I was asked this, I would have a couple of dollars. There was a lot that motivated me, man. You know, I played football at an early age, and I thought that's what I wanted to do, but only for a couple of years, you know. Maybe, gosh, when I'm 11 or 12, I wanted to play football, but the whole time, I wanted to be a professional wrestler. I mean, I went to Channel 5 studio and watched live Memphis wrestling in the studio. My family took me to Mid-South Coliseum every single Monday night. We were in the house, and we were watching The King and The Superstar and Boogie Woogie and Too Sexy, you name it. We were watching them there. So I just grew up where my family bought the Sunday pay-per-views, WWF, WCW. Man, I was just exposed to a lot of that, and that's all I ever wanted to do was be a professional wrestler. And so to be able to do the things that I'm doing right now is absolutely bucket list. And actually on March 14th in Memphis, there's an Evolution Pop and Community Summit with Michael Jai White and myself and Maria. I believe Amy Spiropoulos is going to be there from Local Memphis Live. Tickets are available right now. It's from Heel to Hood. And myself and Maria, we have a breakout session where we're going to talk about how we got into the business and how, you know, others can get into the business. And so if you guys are interested, you can come out to that. But yeah, man, to answer your question, what motivated me? One of the things that motivated me was people telling me I couldn't do it. And just like a stubborn, hard-headed guy that I am, I just went for it. So that's what motivated me, just being a Memphian. And our first professional sports team here in Memphis, hands down, was professional wrestling. Moving on to the next question. When are you going one-on-one with the Demolition Man, Johnny Jeter? Man, shout out to Johnny Jeter for coming back after a hiatus in Arizona and winning the Arizona State Championship. Oh my gosh, and Johnny, if you're listening, man, he probably doesn't even remember that when he was in WWE, a part of the Spirit Squad, I was one of the guys taking bumps. I took Sweet Chin music from Shawn Michaels himself in a big attack where the Spirit Squad, we were trying to help him out and ended up getting kicked in the mush for it. It was actually super cool, but man, I've known Johnny Jeter a long time and talked to the guys in Arizona. Championship Wrestling from Arizona. Talk to him because I would love to fly out to Arizona and have a match with Johnny Jeter, the Demolition Man. Man, that would be cool. Actually, there was like an idea in the fourth quarter of 2019 of us being a part of Championship Wrestling from Arizona in some capacity, maybe having a match or something. So with 2020 here, there's no telling. And me and my Maria versus Demolition Man, Johnny Jeter, that'd be awesome. Let's do it. Next question, speaking of opponents, are you ready for Ray Rosas? Well, is Ray Rosas ready for me? Man, I'm telling you, I've been ready for this since September. And just to give you a little peek behind the curtain, when myself and my Maria were getting involved with the Red Carpet Rumble, which you can watch in full, it's part 3. Go to YouTube at CW30 Wrestling, Red Carpet Rumble Part 3. Myself and my Maria, we were surprise entrant into the Rumble. And that's not a spoiler because this happened in September, but there were a couple of different names that we were throwing out of guys that we would be able to work with. And the minute that myself and Ray Rosas locked up in the squared circle at Red Carpet Rumble, I immediately could tell that we had some chemistry. and that we were going to be able to do something really cool. So I am looking forward to this match with Ray Rosas. All gimmicks aside, I'm going to kick your butt and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff aside, this is going to be a really good match for the fans of Memphis. My Maria is really looking to take Ray Rosas to Slap City. I know that all the fans in Memphis are going to love to see that. And this is something that we've been building on since September, all the way up to April 25th. Get your tickets, man. Come out and support us. ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Ray Rosas, from what I understand, this is his final year that he's going to be in pro wrestling. He's in the finals of the PP3 tournament. Gosh, he's hanging with the United Tag Team Champions. The dude's on top of his game, so I'm absolutely ready for Ray Rosas to get to town so I can kick his butt. Last question, can I have your autograph? Only if I can sign your shoes, because I love ruining people's shoes. There's a funny story there where a kid asked me to sign a pair of sneakers. They were Jordans. And I said, man, your mom's going to get all over you for this. And he's like, no, she's right here. They were so happy for me signing their shoes, but gosh, I felt like I was ruining them. And who gets autographs anymore, guys? Come on, maybe we could take a selfie. Selfies are much easier. That's 2020, right? Anyway, I love answering your questions in the mailbag, so hit me up at Dustin Starr, or you can shoot those questions over at CW30 Wrestling. And if you have any questions about CBD, then simply go to at BFree CBD or BFreeCBD.com.
Why is BFree CBD becoming popular? I think it's because of the way we look at the business. We look at it from a holistic perspective. We're not like, like a business to a customer. We're like friends doing business with friends, and people really trust us now. We've been at it for a year, and people know we have great premium products, and we deliver fast. We're online, but we're online crushing it. They know when they hit our website, BFreeCBD.com. I think it's because they know they can trust us, and we have good products. And we're linked up with this company out of Dallas. It was just like a miracle, really. It's Round the Clock Media Group. It's this huge marketing group. They heard our message, and they like what we're doing. And so we linked up, and they're taking our message of being connected, like mentally and spiritually and physically all over the world. And it just wasn't planned. So I think that's what people feel, the energy with BFree CBD. And I think that's why we're becoming a force.
Thanks for listening to the Championship Wrestling Podcast presented by BFreeCBD.com.
Thanks again for joining us on the Championship Wrestling Podcast presented by BFree CBD. Be sure to support our partners, guys, at BFreeCBD.com. They're offering 20% off every single day. And if you already take CBD, or if you've been thinking about trying it, or you just want some more information on it, certainly try BFree CBD. That's the letter B, freecbd.com. A new location coming to Memphis, Tennessee very, very soon. Also, if you go ahead and like them on Facebook, you have a chance to win free CBD, and you can't beat that. We're going to catch you right here next week on the Championship Wrestling Podcast presented by BFree CBD. Remember, check me out, grindcitymedia.com/podcast. That's happening on Thursday. And then on Saturday is an all-new Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. It's the PP3 Finals Blockbuster Part 1. Ladies and gentlemen, until then, I am Dustin Starr saying so long, everybody.